Well, it looks like Robinhood is back at it again. I'm sure we all remember the GameStop GME saga where they turned off the buy button. Everyone got upset, rightfully so, because that whole situation was crazy and just should never have happened, right? All in all, it just should have never happened the way that it did. So, everyone upset for that. And that tarnished Robinhood still to this day. And it seems like they're going down a similar route yet again with their new 24-hour trading market. Now, they are the only ones who are doing this, and this situation of them shutting down this market is a little bit different. This is what was happening the other day with Robinhood here. You can see saying the 24-hour market currently unavailable. Still place orders for another trading session, meaning when the market opens, things will be executed and stuff. But they did end up shutting down the 24-hour market. It's only a select few stocks and ETFs that are in there, and it's only Robinhood doing this. So this situation, although it sucks, and we would like to see them keep this up and actually have this going and not see it shut down, this is a bit more understandable just because, simply put, Robinhood doesn't have the liquidity needed to run this by themselves. So it would be their price of the SPY would be massively different than the price of everyone else's, which would just not be, a ideal situation. So why did they turn it off? I'm pretty sure it has to do with stuff like this, where Israel, hit back from Iran. This whole saga going on in World War III and all this stuff, panics the market. So this happened. I think Bitcoin's price, which is a global traded asset, never shuts down. That took a tank. And then also the Robinhood 24-hour market was open. That ended up also starting to tank, and then they turned it off because simply they just don't have the liquidity, right? So if they didn't turn it off, there just isn't enough liquidity there. The price would just sink because there's so much panic, right? So they had to turn it off and wait to make sure that they were up to sync and everything with everybody else, and didn't have just a massive plummet on their books because their order book just isn't thick enough. If we look at Bitcoin, we can kind of see, I think it was around this time, the move down here. It moved down like 3.94%, and we see it bounce back. But that's kind of the best way to judge these kind of things, is probably look at Bitcoin trading to kind of see how people are reacting, because Bitcoin can react immediately. It can't get shut down. Unlike the stock market, which at the time that all this news ever happened, this news when Iran attacked and the news when Israel responded, all of this happened when markets were closed, which just is super convenient, right? Very convenient for the stock market to be always during that time. But honestly, you look through this, I think that this can be written off as okay, not a huge deal. Does it suck that they weren't allowing people to do these trades if they wanted to front run the market and say, they think it's going down, they wanted to sell, or they think that people are overacting and they want to buy? Overall, it sucks, but you can't really be too mad at Robinhood just because they are the only ones offering this. No other brokerage is offering 24-hour trading. So to see them trying to do this, I mean, there's going to be hiccups, and when there's massive events like this, they're going to have to take account that they just can't do it by themselves. But Robinhood, we've seen them be an innovator in this stock market type of space. Commission-free trading started with them. Now we see everyone's doing it. Maybe this is the next thing to take off the 24-hour market, which everyone seems to think that you need a blockchain and crypto tokens and to tokenize assets and do all this stuff to do it. You don't, right? Robinhood proved that. All markets, all brokerages and everyone doing this could flip a switch and then immediately be trading 24/7 and it not have to be on any blockchain, and it would actually be more efficient to not be on a blockchain. But just people got to get their bags pumped, so they got to push tokenize the entirety of the world. But this might be the future of what we're seeing, and this hiccup here, I don't think is something to just point at Robinhood and say, can't believe they've done this. And looking at some of, obviously, the response here, people are still talking about the GME stuff, right? Not surprised if we did with the GME. Robinhood turned off the buy button again, not surprised. Aren't letting us trade on GameStop. So this GameStop thing really was bad for them, as it should be. That was the wrong move for them completely. This, I think, is a little different because it's kind of trying to innovate on this feature and stuff, and they're the only ones offering it. But it is such a shame to see Robinhood be like this, because overall, like, Robinhood had that really bad thing with GameStop, turning off the buy button, terrible, unacceptable, should not be excused or anything. But the platform, I think, is a pretty good platform. And it sucks that they've tarnished their kind of reputation so much by that one act, because the platform itself is really good, really easy to use. People still use it, right? Everyone talks bad about it, but at the end of the day, most people are still using Robinhood. And not only is it because the platform is great, they have great products that they're offering. Their IRA, I wouldn't do it, but it's not terrible. Their credit card is looking really good, even with a $5 a month fee. So they have so many things that are looking good for them. And you even looking at Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin anywhere, Robinhood just has the cheapest fees out of anywhere that I've been able to find. So it's a shame that they've tarnished themselves so much with the GameStop stuff, because overall, I think it's a great platform. The commission free stuff, they started it and made it an industry standard. 24-hour market, they've started this, and that might become an industry standard at some point too. And they're going to be the ones who are going to take credit for pushing that forward. And just their fees are extremely great, more than competitive. They're just better than everybody else. Their suite of products are starting to come together. So I just want to see this reputation just kind of get better. I don't know how they can do it. I don't know if people will never forgive or never forget the GameStop stuff. So I don't even know if it's possible for them to get their reputation back, but people are still using them regardless. So, who knows? This whole stuff, just another crazy saga with Robinhood turning off the buy button. This one got to be a little excusable, not the end of the world. Their kind of innovation thing, 24-hour market. I don't think that's such a huge deal. The GameStop stuff, unacceptable. But, they turned off the buy button yet again. Hopefully, this doesn't become some sort of normal thing for Robinhood to continuously do this. We don't want to see that, but that's going to do it for this video. As always, do me a smash up button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next